Hey guys, it's Will from Nexus Performance coming to you from PTC Gold Coast. Today we're going to go through the Deadbug. So the Deadbug is an absolute staple across all of our programs. We use it with all of our power lifters in most of our warm-ups and sometimes in the program itself. It's a really good exercise to teach us to get that zone of position that we talk about when we're squatting and deadlifting. And by that I mean the ribs down, the hips forward, that stacked, really tight position that we need to be in when we're trying to get efficient power transfer through our body for a squat and deadlift. So I'm going to get Nikki to take us through the technique of 5 different types of deadbugs today, starting from the easiest, the most regressed version of the deadbug, the light teach, up to one of the examples of a deadbug progression, and how I would normally progress people over months as they go through a program. So the first one we're going to go through is a tension deadbug. This is a really good one just to teach people to know what position their spine should be in, to create whole body tension and to get the breathing right at the same time whilst we're not moving. So it's a really easy version to get right. So all Mickey's going to do is bring her hands up onto her knees. She's going to tuck her hips so that her lower back's really flat against the floor. She's going to push her hands and her knees back so that it's equal pressure, so they're fighting each other. That way, all the way through her hips, through her abs, through her shoulders, everything pushing together, constantly together, creating tension. Yeah? From here, she's going to take 5 big, deep breaths. In through her nose very gently, out through her mouth forcefully, making sure she gets all the air out. So each breath, I want you to try and get even more air out than the last. You'd be surprised how much air you can get out. You can really get right to the end of it. You should feel your body shaking a bit. That's pretty normal. And it should be quite difficult to get the full 5 breaths out. Cool. From here, the next one we're going to do is a cross-tension deadbug. So a cross-tension deadbug applies the exact same principles as that tension deadbug, but we're going to need to start moving one leg at a time, which if you think about it, makes sense, because in a squat, we want our hips and our upper body to stay really rigid, whilst our femur moves in our pelvis the same way we would in a squat. So this is going to replicate that, therefore making it a great exercise in the morning. So it's going to come up, same position. She's going to have her right arm on her left leg or her left arm on her right leg. This one's going to be reaching to the roof, so you have your shoulder off the ground slightly, a little bit retracted through your scapula. And then from here, she's going to exhale the same way as before, while she lowers this knee. Now, your body might be fighting you and trying to get you to tilt that pelvis and lift your upper lower back off the ground. We want to fight that. So as she goes down to the ground, breathing out. As she comes back up, breathing in through her nose gently, and then she'll swap and go to the other side. Other side. So it still teaches us to get tension through our body, but we're starting to incorporate moving our legs into it and learning how to keep a rigid hip whilst doing so. Cool. From here, we're going to go to a band pullover deadbug. So she's going to grab this band whip, just attach it to anything. You can attach it around anything, a pole, whatever. It doesn't need to be a thick band. This is a pretty light band, but all we're going to use it for, she's going to slightly pull against it, which will make her lats and everything switch on and create that upper body tension. And then we're going to go through the legs. So again, tucking the hips, lowering one leg at a time, just nice and slow. Still doing the breathing. Breathing is super important here. Yep, then the other leg. Cool. Keep that lower back super flat against the ground. If you get any arch in there, you're doing it wrong. Yep, cool. There. So now we're going to get rid of that completely. We're going to go to standard deadbug. This is the one that you'll see if you search deadbug on YouTube or anything. This is the one that most people start at, but I feel like those progressions really help you get at that a little bit more. So a standard deadbug, hands up, both hands reaching towards the roof, hips in that same position as all the other ones. This time we're going to move our left leg whilst we pull back our right arm. With the arms, what we're trying to do is the exact same principle as with our hips. So what I said before, we're trying to keep our hips really stable whilst we move the femur in the hip. The hip isn't moving, which is the same as a squat. Same thing in the upper body. We're trying to keep our rib cage and therefore our shoulder really locked in whilst we move through that. If we find ourselves reaching and arching like that, it's not what we want. It's not what we want in our big lifts, so it's not what we want in this. So do it wrong. Let's as you come back, lift that rib cage. Yeah, we really don't want that. You can see that makes our back arch. We're losing that. If we do that in a squat or deadlift, it's going to cause big issues. So really fight that in this. So breathing out, keeping that rib cage down, keeping that hip locked in. So you'll aim to get further and further without losing that rib cage. If you can only get to here and then you start to lose your rib cage, I want you to stop there and come back up. But over time, you should be able to get all the way to the ground with your rib cage still down and your hips still tucked. And then we're going to go to an anti-rotation dead bug. This will be one sample regression of a dead bug. Most people don't really need this, but I mean, we need somewhere to go. We can't just be doing standard dead bugs forever. So an anti-rotation one, if you just want to flip this way, we're going to get a band and it's going to pull across our body. Yeah, so loop your hands through. Yeah, you can hold them together. Yeah, so this one, the band's going to be pulling it this way and she's going to have to resist that by staying here. So just get a little bit of anti-rotation happening there. The legs are going to be doing the same dead bug thing as normal. So there. Yeah, spot on. Again, no rib cage movement, no hip movement, everything's locked in, we're creating tension. We're getting right to the end of our breath when we breathe out. Everything's great. This is actually quite difficult and you'll do both sides. So you're going to do that anti-rotation with both sides. Yeah, just a couple reps here. So you can see the hands don't move. She's not letting that rotation get to her. If you feel any pinching in your hips during any of these progressions, make sure that you let your coach know. If there's any other discomfort, make sure you let your coach know. If it's too easy, make sure you let your coach know. As far as how we apply it, we usually do it in a warm-up. We'll do 2 or 3 sets of about 5 reps per side. You'll find that you progress through these progressions really quickly. We usually only spend maybe 1 method cycle on each one before we progress to a different type. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to message us.